For Frequently Asked Questions Friday this week, we have a very special question. I didn't actually have any questions from people who left us comments, so instead I turned to what any good technologically advanced person would do in the year 2024, and that is turn to ChatGPT. So I asked ChatGPT, what would be a question that would be able to answer about estate planning that would help a lot of people? And the question that we came back with was, do I need a will or a trust? I think that this is probably a very good suggestion because a lot of people have asked me this over the years. And in addition to that, it's not a simple answer, and people really do need information and guidance on this point. So it says that estate planning is important, and there's a common dilemma in estate planning between whether we need a will or we need a trust. I agree with this question because, again, I've spoken with a lot of people over the years who have asked me this exact question. Now, it really, really, really depends on your case and your exact circumstances, which type of plan is right for you. So the short answer to this is it really depends on what your goals are. So the function of a will is to make sure that our assets get into the right people's hands when we pass away. So we name our beneficiaries in the will and we say what we want to happen with our stuff. We also name an executor who will be the person who carries our wishes out and makes sure that these things happen. If people are satisfied with that as their estate planning, and that's as far as they want to take it, then a will may be right for them. If you have other goals for your estate planning, then you need to consider trust planning. So what would those other goals be? Well, the first most common goal across the country is typically to avoid probate. Now, if you've been following our videos here, you know that, and if you've attended a workshop in person that we've done here at Cardinal, you probably know in Pennsylvania, the probate process is really not all that difficult. So across the state, it really hasn't been all that popular to do trust planning in order to avoid probate. There is some merit in it, in particular when you want to avoid probate in multiple states, or if you're really just somebody who wants everything buttoned up, a trust is a better way to go about things because it forces you to do pre-planning and sort of settle your estate today. The second reason that most people choose trust planning, and this is the most common reason in my practice and my experience, is because people want to protect their assets from, in particular, the cost of nursing home care, but also from potential lawsuits and issues with creditors that may pop up in the future for them. So for people who really want to leave a legacy, trust planning is the way to go about doing this. So the typical trust plans that we prepare here are either revocable trust plans to avoid probate and to provide asset management, or irrevocable trust plans where we try to protect assets from the cost of long-term care or other issues that may arise. Now, in both of these trust plans, when we go with this planning for our clients, we also prepare a will. Typically, the will that we prepare is what we call a pour-over will, which means the actual distribution instructions are contained in the trust rather than in the will. And then if we didn't fund anything into the trust during life for whatever reason, or make appropriate transfer on death type or beneficiary designations for it, then the will would pick up those assets and push them into the trust. So really, in a way, this isn't so much of a debate. It's just, do I need a trust in addition to my will? As we've said many times before on this channel, in person and really everywhere that I've spoken, yes, you absolutely do need a will, even if you're married, even if you don't think that you have that much in terms of an estate or assets, you absolutely do need a will. So everyone needs a will. If you have goals that may be more advanced than just saying who you want to get your things and who's going to be in control, then we look towards trust planning to help fill in the gaps in terms of what it is that you're looking for. I hope that you found this video helpful. We make these videos every Friday, and we're always looking for more questions because I would prefer to get questions from you and hear what you're thinking rather than rely on my good friend ChatGPT. If you've got questions, leave a comment below, either here on the YouTube channel or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to answer your question. Thank you.